America, meet thy doom. Opening monologue. America, a land forged from grand declarations and gilded promises. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, a mantra etched into its soul. But beneath this rallying cry lies a shadow. The shadow of conquest, of chains and blood, of stolen lives and broken treaties. The story we tell ourselves is one of triumph, of manifest destiny, but we must confront the untold horrors buried beneath the soil. The genocide of indigenous peoples, erased by the ink of false righteousness. The lash and the auction block, fueling an empire built on enslaved black bodies. The factories where children once toiled, the internment camps that tore families apart, the oppression that continues to whisper through red-lined streets and echo in crowded prison cells. Have we reckoned with these sins, America? Or have we paved over them, hoping time alone could wash them away? Justice denied is justice deferred, and now the past rises like a storm. The wounds of history. Look back, if you dare, to the Trail of Tears, to the open wounds of stolen land and massacred tribes. Their ghosts haunt the plains, whispering of treaties shattered like brittle glass. This nation's first sin was carved into the land, its second into human flesh. The cries of those chained below deck on the Middle Passage, tossed into the Atlantic's cold embrace, still reverberate through the centuries. Their labor, unpaid, their humanity stripped, yet they built the foundation of America's wealth. Reparations never came. Apologies, half-hearted, evaporated in the heat of convenience. Consider the century of Jim Crow, the lynch mobs, the segregated schools. What of charity? These are wounds we have not healed because we have refused to acknowledge them fully. They fester. They infect. The monster we've created. Imagine a child born into privilege, handed the world but never taught humility or accountability. This is America, a nation raised on a pedestal but never taught to reckon with its sins. This spoiled child grew into a beast, devouring resources, exploiting labor, and exporting its contradictions. It sang songs of freedom while shackling its own. We taught this monster that might makes right, that exceptionalism excuses atrocity. We fed it myths of endless growth and invincibility. And now, the monster grows restless, turning on its own. A nation divided. Behold America today, ripped at the seams. A country with wealth beyond measure, yet millions live paycheck to paycheck. The homeless sleep under skyscrapers, the hungry gaze at overflowing dumpsters. Healthcare is a luxury, education a debt trap. The world watches and wonders, how could such a mighty nation let its people crumble? Because this is the legacy of unacknowledged sin, the inequality baked into the system, the cycles of exploitation passed from one generation to the next, unchecked and unbroken. The gathering storm, now the winds shift. The storm of consequence darkens the skies. Can you feel it? The discontent simmering beneath the surface? This is not an act of God, but the inevitable harvest of seeds sown long ago. The fabric of America frays, the promises of prosperity ring hollow. Some call it decline, others call it reckoning. But this storm will not discriminate. The wealthy in their gated mansions and the poor in their crowded shelters will all feel its fury. Call to action. This is why we gather under the Purposeful Rhino. To prepare, to learn, to survive. Season 1 was the prologue. This is the mission. If you've come this far, you've seen the writing on the wall. If not, turn back now and begin again. The tools we offer are not luxuries. They are necessities. They are the shield and the sword for what lies ahead. Build your community. Fortify your spirit. Do not wait for salvation from a broken system. A final warning, America, your reckoning is upon you. The harvest you reap will not be gentle, but it will be just. For too long, you ignored the cries of the oppressed, the warnings of history, the balance owed. The question is, will you rise to face this storm, or will you be swept away by it? Will you prepare, or will you lament when it's too late? This is only the beginning. Part 2 is coming. Who will the swarm of doom devour? Until then, take heed. Prepare your mind, your heart, your home. This is Leo, signing off. Stay ready.